Traditionally, the blues is about hardship. It's about experiencing hardship and about talking about your hardship and memorializing the difficulties that you've gone through.
I've tried to block your memory to protect
Healing Blues is a group of people who pair homeless individuals with musicians to create songs and produce albums that support the Interactive Resource Center in Greensboro, North Carolina.
There was an ad that Ted answered, talked about artistic projects featuring homeless. And he said, who would really understand the homeless? And he thought to himself, probably blues musicians, because they're singing about blues all the time. Most, as everyone knows, most blues musicians are almost one paycheck or one gig away from being homeless themselves. So he got me involved and we started talking about different ideas, and it evolved into the idea of let's take homeless storytellers and pair them with blues musicians, and they can write a song, we'll produce a CD and raise money.
Because it can be all too easy to come up with excuses.
I was able to just stand and really listen to some of the spoken word that Donald did, and he's really a great orator, and it was really moving. And I guess I would have to say of the songs we did tonight, only because of the message and what Donald told about the woman named Anita. I Want to Be Like Anita is the name of the song. And it really, tonight, brought it all together for me when he told his story of this woman. And she just sounds like she was had incredible fortitude. And I wish that I could have met her.
I'm a spoken word artist, but I'm also an educator and a chef, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of this organization as they seek to bring awareness to those who are experiencing homelessness here in Connecticut and across the world, and especially in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Dave and I agreed we would do a second album, Healing Blues Spoken Words. And Dave started recording people at the Interactive Resource Center. So he would go in and meet with people experiencing homelessness who were our storytellers, and he would record their life story, basically.
Much healing came through to our community as they supported that CD as well. And all proceeds of that went to the Interactive Resource Center, which is a day center for homeless people who just don't have any place to go during the day, so they can go there, take showers, use the phone, read books, or just use the computer. So it's a different type of center, but those experiencing homelessness are welcome to come and use it.
So Donald Miller was one of the people whose story Dave recorded, but Dave also saw how talented Donald was and that he had a theater background and he was a poet. And so Dave wanted to include Donald on concerts. So when that album was produced and finished, or maybe even before the album was finished, I came to Greensboro, North Carolina to do some video footage of how the album was coming along and what the songs are like, and to do some B-roll as well. And I met Donald while doing an interview, not dissimilar from this, with him. And so I asked him about his story.
This really was a chance for me to grow and to use my art, because I too experienced homelessness after being laid off as an educator, as a professor at Guilford Tech Community College in Greensboro community. And it was devastating at first. It really, truly was. I chose, through much going on at first, I experienced depression, I experienced a lot of things, but I had to take that moment and turn it around and instead of using it as a negative situation, I had to use it to inspire me to get up and get going.
There's something, another layer added to this when you realize that the songs are actually about a real person who lives in Greensboro, North Carolina, and actually went through the things. It's one thing to talk about, I woke up today and my baby left me. It's another thing when you're singing blues about being on the street, not having anybody to turn to, and all that kind of stuff. And some of the stories are very touching. I think people like stories.
Somehow land on my feet. I come from a place of life.
Because of the Healing Blues Project, it has allowed me to use my art. And being able to use my art has been a healing mechanism for me. And I thank God for this Healing Blues Association and project because it has allowed me to reclaim my life.
Where emotions are high.
This project is not really about money, it's about people. Otherwise, people can start their own Healing Blues project in other parts of the world and help the homeless. And I think that would be a good beginning.
With a joyful sound.